Guys, so I wasn't planning on making this video, but last night the 26th, I was supposed to go live on YouTube, right? Yeah, here's the thing. I call my dad, right? Because, like, I'm like, oh, I'll fill up my car tires tomorrow, I'll check the PSI, because one of them says it's low, one of the tires says it's low. I'll go and I'll figure it out in the morning, and my dad's like, nah, figure it out tonight. It's 10:45. No places are open, by the way, besides like gas stations. So he's like, fill it up now because it's gonna be flat in the morning. And I'm like, no, it's not, because there's no hole in the tire, Dad. And he's like, well, just do it anyway. So I go over to a store that should not be named, but I go and I pull up to the thing and I try putting air in the tire. It keeps letting air out of the tire. So from 10:30 to 11, I had literally had to swap my car tire, okay, from, how do I put this? Last night I had gone to fill up my tire and it let out the air instead of putting it in because whatever their thing was broken or something, some BS that I don't want to even care about. And so I was like, whatever, we'll just switch out the spare. You know how long it took me to switch out a spare? It took me about 45 minutes to switch out the spare, and then we'll get to like today, but it took me 45 minutes because I couldn't find the spot because it was all snowed over, like to lift up your car, because there's always a specific spot on your car where you put the jack to lift it up. First things first, I got the jack out, and this jack was like the key to turn up the jack, right, and the key to take off my lug nuts. There was an issue with it, and it was stuck onto the jack. Now, me being the logical person I was, took 5 minutes to figure out that in order to get the little bar off, instead of smashing it against something, you know, wiggling it, trying to get it out, you just turn the jack and make it, you know, tinier, so then the thing pops right out and you can grab it. Well, it took 5 minutes for me to figure that out. And I'm not calling my dad over this. Anyway, so I'm sitting here pissed off, and I can't find the spot underneath my car to put the jack, and I said, screw it, I'm just going to jack it up, and if it falls over, it falls over. So I jack it up, pop the tire off, pop the new tire on. That took about 15 minutes. I jack it back down, and I'm like, great, let's go find a place to fill up this tire so that I can get it done before the morning. Well, it's midnight now, no places are open 24/7. So I'm absolutely screwed. So, this morning I wake up, I called the place, and then they were like, hey, we want to fill up or I was like, hey, can you fill up my tire? And they're like, hey, well, is there a hole in it? And I'm like, no, I just put the thing in and let out the air. So I was like, whatever, F it. So after that, let's see what happened now. So I take it out to the place, and then they ask me again, is there a hole in it? I'm like, no, dude, double check it if you want, but it's perfectly fine. So I get back, they fill it up, I take it back to my house, and I'm like, okay. So I jack it up, pop the tire off, pop the new tire on, or pop the old tire that I had let the air out because of fucking bullshit. Now it's on the car, drove it around for a bit, and we got a big 10-4 on that one. So don't fill up your tires at a place where you think that they're gonna like work, because you're gonna end up with a flat tire and then you're gonna have to switch it. So just do it, like, buy yourself your own air compressor. I'm like, I'll just go to my parents' house on Wednesday, right, to fill up the tires and fill them all up rather than doing it myself. Or I'll do it myself at my parents' house, but it's a reliable place, and I don't trust the other places. But my dad was like, no, fill it up now, okay, you're gonna have a flat tire. Yeah, well, guess what, I had a flat tire that night, so I called him, and I was all pissed off, and I was like, you made me have a flat tire. But, so, yeah, I got it back. It's chip Cheerio and done.